Well, hello, and welcome. This is Joan the Jewel Design, and today you see we're starting off in a very odd spot, but we have a number of lovely projects to be working on today. So we thought we could jump right into it, get going, chit-chat as we go, and make the most of it. This will probably be the last video on my dark Gothic hidden compartment journal ordeal, right? So we had the book, right, with the faux book. Still have to do some work on the front, but you got to watch me do this earlier in the week. I know, a mess. Thank you for watching. And we're going to put stuff in it. So today it's putting, it's decorating journal cards to go in it. It's decorating a tag ring thing, things like that. Let's see what we can get done. And then, of course, you'll see the final walkthrough, the flip through when it's ready to go up for sale. Sometime next week, probably. I'll try to get it first of the week so that way we can get going. But I have a few more to do, but I started sewing journal cards and whatnot, and I accidentally printed a page of ephemera on everyday paper. And I went, oh no, but I didn't want to waste it. So I went and printed on my good paper the backing, and then I glued them together, and now I'm sewing them. So they give a little bit, they're a little flimsy, they're soft, but they're easy to write on still. And so I sewed those. I sewed our large journal cards. I cornered them, I sewed them, so we have a few of those to work on. Today we are going to add lace, we're going to add glitter, we're going to add bows, we're going to have some fun with it. So I have a few more things to sew up, glue down, and then we'll start decorating. We have the tag pockets that we're going to work on. I got to do fun things with that. So got lots of going on, and it's all ephemera day. So figured I'd just bring you along as we were sewing things up. But yeah, I'm taking each one of my cards and I am just deciding straight, zigzag, whatever, across the top, straight up and down, whatever. It is not fun to go around the corners though. I am definitely having some issues with that one. I really thought that would be a lot easier to do it. It's very, oh hi kikis, very messy when I do it. But that's okay. Gives it a whole new feel too. So, what you doing, girly? See, so this one, I wasn't really sure how I was decorating it, so I might zigzag across the bottom and maybe we'll sew across the rest. So I'm trying to give it some dimension whenever I can, because you never know. So we'll start with a zigzag and we'll cross over. So for a few moments here and there, you will have to maybe pause. Not pause, but either hit the 10-second across or 30 seconds, whatever it is, or just turn down your volume. But, you know, I thought, why not? Let's come along and work on these. Probably not the smartest thing to change stitches halfway through things, but I'm a rebel that way. I can't help myself. All right. Of course, it's paper. And the last thing you want to do is rip anything. I doubled up with the rest of them, but this one, I don't think I'm going to. Let's just go back a little bit. Just want to make sure it does. Now there's always that lovely trick. Probably saw from Gail Gusnelli, and many of us do it. But once you're done, just put a little glue where your stitch work ended. And I always put it on the back if I can, hoping to catch everything. But this way, it sort of holds it in place. Besides trying to go backwards, sometimes going backwards doesn't always work. Not on paper. It just makes a hole that you're like, that might not, that might just all rip through. So, either way. Now these guys, these second, back-to-back ones, I'm definitely just doing a nice clean stitch work on them, because I'm just going around once just to make sure that they are, Cat, what are you doing? Oh, I don't know, she's knocked something over. I'll find it sooner or later, won't I? What did you just knock over? Oh. I know, there was a thing of charms on the, sorry, I was looking at my thing. A thing of charms sitting on inside the top of a jar. On top of a jar. Like, the top is upside down, holding the charms on a jar, but it wasn't very stable, and of course she had to bump into it. Of course. Make sure my needle's always in. Then I get it too close. Of course I do. Hold on. You know what annoying that is? Well, luckily when we're sewing this kind of stuff, it is not needing to be perfect. Timing's off today. Come on. There we go. Drop it in. And yeah. And because I did crisscross the sides, I'm not worried about back stitching. Oh, I think it's a nice little touch to add to the darkness of this, just doing the black, the black stitch work, because it just, gives it a little something for me to continue to add another layer to. Just keep layering, just keep layering. Okay, so I think we're done with that. Isn't that fun? But yeah, so I did a bunch of all the journal cards I stitched. I didn't stitch the little ones, and I didn't stitch the tags because I was like, that might be too much. So let me get this out of the way because we don't need this anymore. So please don't tell me I was doing that. Yeah. Oh, luckily it all fits underneath I have a nice baggie for it, and it all fits underneath, and I can just tuck it away, unplug it if I want. Sometimes I leave it plugged in and lightly tucked off, depending how often I'm doing something. And I'm not really doing much stitch work for the, So, okay, give me a second. I'm going to move you. Haha, see? That's what I look at every day. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Let's see how we doing here. Right, and hopefully all this is good. Let's get just back in a good spot. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da! Hopefully that wasn't too crazy for you. Try to be quiet. Keep careful with that one. Alright, so we have 3 tags that we are going to fold up and make pockets on the back and fill. These guys all need to be decorated. I have a couple different thought plans on that to see if we can enhance those. But while we're doing all that, I do want to glue this down real quick and then let it sit over and dry. So the little journal card is almost done. This is the other thing we will do too. We'll work on the quote real quick. So I put that little piece of black fuzzy fabric I had and made a tiny little pocket in here. So we have these tiny little cute journal cards. Did ink them, but I haven't done anything else. I didn't ink them yet. Okay, I have to ink them still. I may corner them, I don't know. But a cute little pocket. It's all sewn in. We're all good to go. It's all inked, so we have some dimension. Sits here in a nice soft whatever. So now I can glue this down, and then near the end we will work on the quote capability. If not, you'll see it. I did some quotes. I found some, there's a whole website of Edgar Allan Poe quotes, whether they came from his writings, his poems, personal sayings. Ooh, yes, I filled up my fabric tack and cleaned out my top piece. Ooh, talk about coming right out. Plus, I left it in the house yesterday. So, it is not, it prefers cool. It definitely does. I know if it gets too cold, it will kink up. That's how you can clean things out when you get it cold water. It actually makes it, sort of turns it into, sort of like slime or some kind of a putty. And it makes it really easy to pull out and clean up. But, before that mess, it was getting really junky, and I realized, it's just not full, and I have a little left. Let's just fill it up. I don't want to stay. I'm trying to see if I can get this one corner to stay down. Of course, I should be using my proper finger thingy. That sounds bad. Oh, but I'm stoked. I think this is Thursday. It's going to prop for you guys, which means I'm in full-blown yard work and party prep. We are throwing a little family gathering for my mom and her birthday for this weekend, so it's a very busy weekend. So my Thursday, Friday is in prepping the house, make sure the yard is cleaned up so the little kids can play outside. My brother's kids, come and they get to play in the backyard. And then we have, the inside has to be cleaned up because, well, it's going to be nice. It's actually only saying about low 80s, so fingers crossed it stays that way. Because, yes, Monday and Tuesday were mid-90s. So, okay, we're going to let that go sit. So now that's done. And so it hides my sew job. It's nice and pretty. We'll put the quote up here. And this little booklet will be done. I'm so stoked. So it's going to sit over here and let it dry. We'll come back to the quote once I think it's done. Let's construct these guys. And then if I don't really get to every little detail of this, I'm trying to debate whether I find a purple glitter for up here and do a, I have a single cream rose that I may orange up and get up here, but I also have beige ones. These are some of the mishaps that I have, and so I have a beige one and a cream one, so I might darken those up to layer this corner, because these guys should sit in that box without having to worry about being squished. So we're going to maybe enhance this a little bit. I was debating on, oh, that's annoying. Maybe, I don't know whether I'm putting lace on the bottom of both of these or not. I do have the physical, or the digital, so I'm really thinking about putting the physical. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was going to do the thinner one down here and the wider one up there. Hold on, I just got beeped. I'm not sure if it was, oh, it's just, please move. Please get up and move. Gotta love the Fitbits. Oh, okay, so we'll get that glued down. Alright, so, okay, we got flowers and lace here. Lace here. I did do some print work, so I've decided if I want to put something in this corner. This one's upside down. This one I was going to do some white iridescent glitter on this one for sure. And I'm like, alright, and I don't know what else. I did find a branch. I did print some clear on some clear stickers. I have some very looking branches. Maybe I can 3D that up. I got some hearts. Oh, I have the heart, and I have some roses that I want to maybe do some things with. Plus, some quotes, right? So I did say I found some quotes, put them on some glossy paper. Though I realize you won't see them on that cover, so I'm gonna back one of the quotes and make it more of a label. But I don't know what to do first. Too many things. So the reason why we have smaller cards, though, is to put inside these guys. So this is the cool part. This is the fun part. So I'm going to work on these. Let's get these constructed. So this is my large journal cards. It does fit in my box, but I liked the idea of folding up the bottom and making it a pocket and tucking something inside. Really, really did. So I think that's what we're going to do, and then we're going to hole punch them and put them on a ring. And then you guys can, you know, take these guys and ring them and go every other. You can do whatever you want, but we get to have some movement with it. We get to have some fun with it, and they're not just sitting there flat. You can have them sort of put together. So where is that? Thank you. I hope you're all doing really, really well, and with the summer weather that we're also staying healthy. I know we always do better in the house here when it's warm out. I mean, we don't like the heat, but the sinuses stay in check. And so, look, since Sammy's been home from the trip, she's definitely not having any issues there, so that's good. And then the oldest is actually on Benadryl of all things at night to try to help her sleep right now. Brain doesn't want to shut off, so the doctor sort of suggested a potential, like a Benadryl type thing. You know, funny, right? We used to joke around and we do that, you know, give kids cold meds to go to sleep. Well, they're, you know, more and more we're finding things like Claritin, Benadryl. They're having dual purposes. So anyway, but it's helping though, because it's keeping her detox. It's keeping her sinuses in check while she sleeps, and so she's actually doing good too, which is great because she's back out in the field at school, which, you know, gosh, the fields are, you know, they're okay. You know, they're next door to the school, which used to be very much a lot of grass and what's the word, mustard stuff. It's all dug up, and it's now being, it's a really big chunk, isn't it? Yeah, oh well. It's a very, they're building homes right now. So all the dirt's been played with, everything's been pulled out. They finally made mounds and proper, like they laid it out to where they are, what's the word? Sorry guys. That's what I did last time, huh? Yep. They went ahead and, you know, are getting it all ready for homes. They got all the wiring in. They're finishing the last of the corners, or they should have done all 4 corners to our crosswalk area over the summer. They only got 2 done. Not sure why. It's taken them 3 weeks to get back to, or 4 actually, almost a whole month now, to get back to the other corner. So these kids are crossing through constructed, not super safe areas to get through. Luckily we have a crosswalk lady who rocks. So now, the only thing with this I was thinking was that make them a little bit taller so that they didn't seem so low, because sometimes when you do this, it just doesn't stay put, right? You feel like, oh, maybe it would be enough. And I'm going to be really careful because this is really, really going to be tight. I didn't think about that when I did it. Work on the tips. I'm just debating whether we should add a little bit of layer and I can even cut it in half. Just a little bit of layering to pop it up for each one of those. I think we're going to cut it down and we're going to cut them in half so that let's see, pencil, pencil, pencil. Not wasting my little... This is on the tag piece is a skinny belly band washi strip that's in the kit. And so, cut it in half-ish. So I can do this. We're going to extend the pocket just a little. Oh, yeah. After all the inking, this poor little pad is all but gone. It's all but toast. You can see okay, yes. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So it's not as much field next door, which is great. But, you know, they're walking, running, whatever you want to call it. Track is sometimes just a little overwhelmed or overrun with weeds and whatever weird grass, and they have to adjust. And they're adjusting to each other, and new classrooms, new teachers. So it's good that we're not overly hot right now. I'm really stoked about that, because it would be really bad if we had a lot of heat going on, a lot of ups and downs, or too hot, too cold. Because, you know, this is going to have issues today. No, 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 and that's not going to work. I got to get really thin, guys, so that I can get this in here. Apparently, even though I've already played with this today, it is... Sorry, I might be off the camera for a second. Hold on, I'm trying to do a very itty-bitty glue job here. Because if I get too wide at all, I'm not going to be able to get those journal cards in there. That's interesting that I'm having a... Here, open that up to see if I get the pressure out. Okay, and really because they're sort of, it makes it a little bit abstract, but you really can't tell that bad that it's upside down and what's going on with it, so I'm loving that. So, I was trying to decide, well, we were going to flip them, make them different. Definitely wasn't going to put any one thing in with the other one, so. Alright, let's give it a moment to dry, but I may have to trim these down a little bit. Inside the sew line. Yep. Because I might have estimated. This is actually thinner. Normally I would not do this, but let's see if I can get it just a little more open. A little more open without popping it open. That's the thing. It's like, open without opening it. But I thought it'd be fun to have, there we go. We have a large journal card to write on, plus you have the back of the tag to write on. So there's that. And then you can, we can decorate front and back. I did. That's what I wanted to... That's why I did some of the stickers. I want to either outline stuff or add more goo to this stuff. Okay. I had thoughts and plans. We are going to work it. Let's make sure we tighten that back up so I do not, get glue everywhere, right? Let's not do that. That would be bad. I was debating on taking off the topper to my thing, but I did notice sometimes it glues itself in nicely, and then if you... Yeah, it is having issues today, isn't it? I wonder why it's malfunctioning today. So there's not that much going on, but I know this one's getting low too, and it's like I could take one and fill it, but the poor bottle itself is seeing better days. I'm like, the bottle itself is seeing better days, so I don't know. Alright. So I thought we'd just do the ephemera today and chit chat, and August is almost over with, and becoming party central over here, and fall's around the corner. God, I'm so... Well, I say September's around the corner, so it makes it feel like fall, even though fall is still less than a month away, technically. I'm like, ugh, that's not to look, what, 21st, 22nd? Something like that. It feels like a little later in the season, but the equinox, the whatever you want to call it. So, this one we might do a little lace or a little weird trim here just to give it another layer, because it's just fabric and texture. So again, you really, at first glance, if you didn't know better, wouldn't know what was going on there. But yeah, no, I'm stoked, because even though we have a lot going on this weekend, once I get the party part done and take it down, then I get to spend all next week putting up fall. I probably won't rush it. We will have to take I'll have my girls when they're home help me take the boxes down. But try to get the fall done, and the nails are falling apart, but that's okay. I have new ones to put in once I get all the house cleaning done. Alright, so we got this. We're going to get in here, and we're going to start opening this up a little bit, making sure we have room. I mean, I'm not getting an extra layer. That's definitely helping. Is this my... No, it's my lady. So I think I'll put the... Oh, yeah. There we go. Make sure there's different. What's tucked in the back is different than what's in the front. Ta-da! God, I love her. Would have been a bummer to see her face, but I love the fact that it's so, like, hidden and unknown, and it's Lady, you know, I asked for Lady in Black or Lady of the Night, and got some really cool photos. It's a set of 3, actually, and, so the artist is, oh, great lady, and, you know, so I'm loving I'm able to, this one's pretty plain, so I'm wondering if I can go, do I go top this time on the outside? This one definitely, we can do a little bit more maybe on this one for once. Then will I see him? He's going to have a quote on him too. I got a quote for him. So about losing your mind. Oh, I remained too much inside my head and ended up losing my mind. So I thought, oh, have to put that on that one. Maybe not. Need it, but I feel like we need that consistency. Oh, I'll just do it, huh? We're just going to go for it. I am hem and haw with you guys today. I'm so sorry. We will not do what we did the other day. But I was having problems with that. I'm so nitpicky about... I hate that, right? I can be so... you know, just... Oh, is it perfect? Is it right? Is it enough? Will someone love it? Ugh. When it comes to my stuff. Because, you know, it might be okay with me, but it doesn't mean someone else is going to like it like that. And so, I'm being sort of the people pleaser in me in that sense. I always worry about, you know, keeping up with the Joneses in a way when it comes to this field. So I get a little in my head, but yeah, I've got some. I'm wondering if those stickers may be too shiny, but I may do something with them or trace them and see if those very distraught branches might give me some guidance. I mean, use them underneath, and maybe I'll glue gun across the top on parchment paper with that underneath it as a guideline, and maybe I can get some of that dimension I need with some stuff. So should be really cool. I'm hoping that's what's going to take me the longest, is finishing that box, is feeling really comfortable with the end result of the box. So hold on, what am I looking for? I am looking for my little black, oh, it's not black book though. So I've been known to cut this larger one that we've been doing into smaller sections, just taking the top, which I think will be perfect for here. So we're going to keep going with that for just a little bit. That's why I have more than one section of this. Because then the other half can go on, actually on one of the cards. So this is going to be completely helpful, totally useful. But yeah, I'm just sort of keeping the bottom trim and flowers right here. And so I definitely want this. We can overlap it this way downward, or do we go upward? Can you see? Let me scroll in a little bit. Sorry, guys. As we get into some of the decor, you should be able to see that, right? There we go. We're gonna do. Let's go up with it. Yep. Okay. Oh. Let's see what else. So yeah. So yeah, my daughter got confirmation that yes. Don't know if it will be next week or not. It could be one more week after that. But they are, the company she's working for, which is a nonprofit television producing type thing for our county, or counties, getting the film and the editing and the TV experience just to get an aspect of her job. It's a base level and it's the right way to do an internship for. They are actually looking into possibly hiring a filmmaker, or at least her background is under filmmaking. And so they want to put my daughter under her, like she'd be part of her team, and that would be the project she'd work on. And so we got really excited because we're like, oh my gosh, that would be so cool, right? So a little bit of TV, whatever. She's like, I will get coffee. I'll make coffee. I will call equipment. She goes, I don't care. I just want to get something. I just want to do something. But she's excited. So we're just waiting for them to officially get the lady, you know, to accept the offer, I guess, and her start date, right? What's her start date? And that will then indicate my daughter's start date. And if all goes well, then she goes into the spring with it. And if it goes into the spring with it, I guess Gavelin has, our JC has, our local JC has a internship program that she actually gets college credits for. Right? I don't know how it'll translate into, of course, the Academy of Art, but if there's even a chance, it gives her some extra points. Get her some extra points. You know, all the better, right? Okay, so since we're here, we're going to grab, and this sheet will be in the ephemera. Every time I need something for here, another sheet of ephemera does pop up. which is great. And then I'll have to go back and decide in the end, like, what I want to add for my usual kit and caboodle. Because I don't feel, I mean, I guess this kit could have everything. I don't know. I haven't decided if it's just going to be a mini kit of stuff that you could then just, like I said, add your favorite bits from other kits and not feel like it has to be all. Or, you know, I do my usual where you have everything that coincides with it. So you definitely have some bits and pieces already that I'm working on. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe I should round this with the... trying to cut it, but I think I'm going to go get the corner cutter. That may make it easier on the corner, so it's a little cleaner on the corners. Sorry, I'm over here trying to cut the bits and pieces that I don't want into the trash bin. So hold on one second. I need to find the corner rounder. My stuff's always everywhere. Nothing new, but yeah, do like you have to do. I think I got the house cool enough for on Tuesday, and I got everything just sort of lined up, so I'm really stoked because it's been so crazy and warm, and I'm like, I can't have the house like holding so much heat that I can't like get past it. Okay, there we go. So I remained too much. So I could have stacked that a little bit better, but I think it's okay. Because I would have liked it to go down the thing. I remained too much inside my head. God, I don't really... Yeah, I almost feel like it should go down the side, but I don't know if I want to cut that. I remained too much, and then go inside my head, line that up, and end it up, like do it 4 lines down the side. Do I really want to cut that much? And I mean, it's clear. That is the joy of this, is that it's clear, and I can lay it out however I need. Yeah, I can't help myself. This is the happy planner in me that is learning to know just because you see a quote a certain way does not mean you have to leave it that way. So we're going to very carefully trim this into 3 lines, and then I'm going to make it into 4. And that way there's not a lot of excess of the clear material that is shiny. I know you see white, so it makes it easier right now. So losing my mind, and ended up, let's see. But yes, so my mom's birthday is, well, actually today's Thursday, huh? So officially today's my mom's birthday. And so if you watch Lorette at Vintage Paper Girl, go wish her a happy birthday on the whatever last video she has up. You can go message her happy birthday. That would be awesome and make her day. So yes. So it's her birthday officially today, and so hopefully, I don't know, when I made the video I wasn't really sure how much we're going to see her. I have house cleaning and all that jazz to do. Girls have practice, but hopefully we'll make a quick stop for hugs and stuff. If not, of course I'm seeing her on Saturday because we're throwing the party. You know, it should be fine. So inside my head, of course I'm going to do this. There they are. Get the tweezers out. Inside my head, we'll get those really close together, and end it up. That way we don't completely cover up the spider, but we get to do. So we're losing my mind inside my head. Oh, I got parts of the thing goes inside my mind. I always leave it a little bit of a gap. Losing my mind. Yes, much better. Of course I have it tucked in here, but let's see. There we go. And that way at the bottom, you know. Gotta love the man. Okay, no glitter, or no glitter. Yeah, glitter might end up sooner or later, but I know there's not much going on. It's just watching me playing with different things, right? Stickers, you can, you know, put these on any of your favorite paper, and you can cut them out as, you know, can't do this kind of thing with it, I'm afraid, once you know, but you can leave them the original length, original size, and make them, you know, labels. Because you put them on your favorite parchment or linen papers, and you cut around the edges and you ink them, and you've got great little quote labels to put up on things, which is what we're going to do for the front cover of the little book. I'm going to actually stick it on some of that paper and glue it onto the cover. Oh no. And the problem is getting the sticker part off. Oh gosh. Hopefully, I don't know. There we go. I do not want to spend the whole time getting this off. So give me a moment. I might have to. I guess I probably should have done it where I had it in one big piece and cut it off, like cut it sticky. But I don't really want all my fingerprints all over it either. So, you know. Alright, so. Let's just hope it's straight enough. There's a little bit of coloring. I could go over the whole thing with a little bit of ink and spray it, and if I felt like it needed to be dulled down, toned down, whatever. It's a nice vinyl, it's a thicker vinyl sticker that I'm using than I used to have. Got really hard all of a sudden to find sticker paper. I was using sticker label paper, and Avery just, I don't know what happened. Like they just, at least through Amazon, wasn't doing it all of a sudden. Not in full page size, because they were just a like little off-white whatever, and I was like, okay, cool. And no, I don't know what happened. So I found a new vinyl sticker sheets. They're clear. They have a little bit of white to them, as you can see. I think once I really varnish them down, I think we'll be okay. It'll help a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Though I did find that out that if you go to Avery.com, I'm helping a friend with product labels, and we found some pre-cut proper labels for her products. They stick properly, and then but are also removable when needed, but won't fall off the moment they get touched by certain chemicals. She makes candles and other things, so I needed to work on that. But anyway, they'll do these by the sheet, pre-ordeal. And so I was really stoked, because I was like, oh, you mean I can only order 12 of them? Sweet. Of course, the more I order for her, the better the price rate. What did I do with the little thing? Sorry, guys. I have a mess for this project. Right? And then I have, if I push a little harder, I get rid of some of that white. So that's good. We just don't want to smear the, ink in any way, which it's been sitting here for over a day, so we should be good there. But okay, so there we go. We have a quote inside my head and ended up losing my mind. And I think it's great when we have a skull. How can you not enjoy that, right? Okay, so there's a little something there, nothing much, but that sits inside our lace pocket here with our pretty chandelier on this side. I don't know, what am I doing? I have a feeling a lot of white iridescent, a lot of orange and purple iridescent glitter is going to end up everywhere. How can you not have glitter, right? Especially her. I don't think I want to. May end up putting the lace here. I have to decide if I'm going to put some lace here to make that stand out like we do with other things, and then put my hole through it, because I don't want to have to do that twice. I don't think I'm doing anything with him. He's good. It's front of him. So yeah, let's see here. I have two different things going on. I wanted some of the lace. Him, right? I definitely wanted. I just should finish that off then. Or it's stack. I don't need all of it though, right? If I just do that, then I have this open weave that could overlap, sort of physically. Because what I cut off here is what I used on the other side. Of course I did. But I'm thinking it's still... Oh no, that's right there. It's the same concept. I'm just kind of see it. It makes it very busy. But I think the actual physical, enhancement is a good thing. We're physically going to enhance what's already there. And then maybe I can use a little bit of what's left over on the tip of the other one. So, or... oh, nope, that's a different thing. No, I could wrap it over so that these guys, when they sit in on their own, have front and back. And I wouldn't have to worry about it at all. Make for interesting. Now, most of these journal cards aren't anything on the back. But I really just want a small scrap for this top piece, though, too. I hate to use anything major. But that's not really gonna... No, that does go. I really like that, actually. Okay, never mind. Stop. No. Hemming and hawing. Just do it. I see something and I want to see if I can accomplish it. So nope, never mind. There we go. Gimme. And if you watch me enough, you know I do love enhancing what's sort of already there, trying to get a 3D effect, get things sort of, you know, a little more enhanced, you know, yeah, 3D-ish. Where's my two different things? Sorry, guys. What am I? Oh, there it is. Gosh, when you have that much going on your thing, you end up definitely with everything anywhere. I'm going to try to, after all that, did not. So we'll go a little lower to enhance it. That way it's not a perfect thing. You do see, and I have it, I can never tell. No, that one doesn't really matter. That one's pretty much front and back. You can't, this one's pretty tightly woven. You can't tell either way. So we just know we have some lace down here. What do? I do the one thing I'm not supposed to be doing. Sometimes these little finger things will help you ball up the glue, which is great. Alright, so we have the printed lace, we have the actual lace. Give some weight to this, which is great. Get my eraser in here. My glue residue eraser. Which, who knew I needed this until you have it, right? Until you have it, you don't realize how much you need it. Then you're like, oh, yeah, I use that all the time. Why didn't I get that sooner? Which are there in the shop. Though it does sort of pull it up from the lace, which is, okay. So, yeah, we have these. These are 2x2, and then we'll have 2x2 1/4 here soon. The next inventory came a little bit bigger, and I was like, okay, that's fine. Because once you start trimming down, you end up with a 2x2 before you know it. So, okay, so there's that. We utilized the leftover lace. I haven't sure what else we're doing yet. Her needs what's this left over, and I saw the potential to follow sort of the rift of what we're doing. I'm gonna cut off the edges, and we're gonna utilize the arch for the most part here, right? And I like this though. This has that webby feel. I wonder if we could get these little spots covered in the base as a web feel. Okay. I gotta cut 2 of them off. So I have a generic web up here, but you know, a little bit of a extension again, right? Crisscross, hence, whatever. Actually works. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Love when things just sort of come about and we decorate. As long as I stay in the camera. As long as I stay in camera for you guys, right? But scraps are great. Little pieces, trims. I rarely ever get rid of anything because I never really know until I'm really done with the project. Like, even that smallest bit could end up being something that totally enhances what we got going. And I might have I'm able to put a little bit more up there. But, totally makes it, right? Totally gives us a sense of something that just adds. I mean, it's nice to have pretty pieces of paper that, in ephemera, that are already done. You know, all you have to do is look at them, ink them, cut them, you know, sew them, whatever. But it's that layering of just the smallest amount sometimes that, I don't know, makes a difference at first glance, what we're working with. So, alright, so what I'm going to do is we're taking, let me see, sort of the arch, I'm going to put the right side, and the hole is going to go right here for potentially for the tag, so it's enhancing that. It's actually the opposite of what, ooh, that's a lot of glue right now. Yeah, it's sort of full. I went to empty out what was left of the one, not realizing that it was more than I needed. So my thing is definitely to the top. There's no chance of anything not staying. That is for sure. Okay, so we've got that going. 40 minutes in. Yeah, I'm not going to get very far with you guys, but you see what I'm doing. You see what I'm working on. I think I'm going to cut this off. Don't want too much sticking out. I want to keep it somewhat clean if I can. There we go. And so then when we punch the hole right in that arch, it'll just keep enhancing what's there, which is great. Alright. I have to see what else we're going to do. I probably will take some gold and maybe try to enhance the bottom of the dress. Since this is not going in a pocket, which is nice for once, it's not going to get scraped up. But on the other, so, and then he needs some kind of stickery. I've got the big old spider for up here. I have the heart. I could try inking the roses. What I was thinking was underneath it, inking it with orange, and on top, I know you said spraying it. And maybe doing some line roses maybe up here to soften it up, because we do have it. Otherwise, just a big old spider at an angle might be on the top of that too. So we'll see. I just figured I needed stuff anyway, so I was going to work it. Now, let's do, I want to work on this one for sure with you guys before I go, but what we'll do is, where are all three of them? Is to, I'm probably not in that order. None of these are going to be super, we'll do it that way. 1, 2, 3. That's weird, I thought I heard a noise. We're going to hole punch right here. They put the bracket in, the bracket. And that way we can put them on a loop. I need the bigger one. There we go. I am doing it all at once, hopefully, because I don't want to be guessing at every one of them. And that went right through like butter. Right. Now what I just realized, because I'm a dork, is that each one of these needs its own brat. Not all together. So luckily I have 3 of these, but yes. I'm like, luckily I have 3. And I am doing the black to keep it dark. I have an antique silver, but I don't have any more antique gold. So that's sort of my dilemma right now. There's that. The only thing I have antique gold is the ring. So I'm fine with that. I'm like, woohoo. So we're going to put them on a ring. Let's find the last of my other ordeals. So we're making it a ring tagged ephemera. And we are also, of course, making them pockets on the backside of each tag that you can write on and use. Well, what are these? These are pewter, Morga pewter. They're not, yeah, the antique nickel. But that really doesn't do me any favors. So we'll just keep to the black. I could do white on this one, maybe, because there is so much crystal on this one. And then we'll just keep to the black on this one because I might be, you know, however I decorate that up corner. So I will decorate over it though. I can't think of anything. I can always trim around everything else if I need to. So yeah, we can do, no. Hold on. So much fun. Lucky it bounced onto my purple bag, so it made it very easy to see. But yeah, doing ring journal cards and tags and, you know, journal, making it more and more of a, you know, ringed concept is just a great way to have ephemera and ways to document things and make them as fun gifts and whatnot. Oh yeah, that works. Okay, I'm liking that. So there we go. Let's get these on here. And then as I go along, I can just, you know, rotate it. And so if it seems too big at some point, you put your notch in the back. It won't go through, so it'll definitely flip over and back. If it gets too much, I do have the ball chains in the black, the antique and all that jazz. So if it's like, well, it's a little heavy, too much, I like the idea of the ring, giving you guys the ring, because you could decide that instead of having these loose, you want to put your hole punches in here, and you want to add it. You got to tag a journal card, a journal card. Totally could do it that way. But I will leave that up to you guys, because you may want the journal cards. You may not want everything on a ring. So that is the joy of the pocket, the bundle that this box is going to be. You can maneuver that, right? Okay, so we have this prepped. We have everything installed. That one has its quote. It has some lace. But yeah, there's definitely some glitter going on here real soon, and we have to do some decor in this corner. It's a little bland. We need to do something up in the sky there of our lovely church. So that's okay with me. So we've got this one, you know, decored. And we're going to do this one real quick, and then I'll let you guys go. And then when you see this next, it will be completed, I hope. That is the goal. What am I? There it is. Thought I had more. No, I did. That's right. I used it. So I was thinking was to do definitely a feminine touch here. We'll let it overlap. The nice thing is it's all sitting in a box. Now the box could end up on its side. And I could keep it in mind that it needs to go up, but I think I'd rather go down with it. Make the bottom of it all pretty. And then we're going to add the roses to the top, and I think, again, I can always do some glitter on her dress if that becomes something that, you know, really works. I know some of the, one of the journal cards I wanted a lot of splotchy gold, splotchy gold stuff. Which one was it? Oh, yeah, the little ones. One of the little ones. I was going to do this one. Oh, in the corner. Yeah, it wasn't the bottom corner I thought it was. Yeah, I was going to splotch the top corner and the bottom with the gold puff paint. So, that one is an easy fix to where, get your sponge, or a sponge, of some sort. I don't even know where my last sponge went. That's okay. We just want a clean one. These little wedges. Cosmetic wedges, I think I was looking for something else to do with them, and I was like, that's not what I was hoping for. But what I was thinking is, you know, get it here enough and splotch it out to where hopefully, you know, I can splotch it very similar to the splotching that I have on there in the background to enhance another color. Just to get another tidbit on here instead of just trying to, there we go. I wanted to add some bling, some glitter, some, and that way it would either have a lot on or a little, and I wasn't trying to do it with dots because then those get poofed weird. And I'm gonna just rub what's on the outsides of this, on the edges of the card. There we go. So now it's just a splotchy gold. Gotta love this stuff. This was a Michael's find way back when. I have hoarded it. I have it in silver too, which I use. I'll need more. Okay, so that's gonna dry. So there we go. So now we have a little something on this one. We got a quote on the other one. And this guy, since I have some mishaps, we're going to see if we can add the flatter ones. I've gotten some stuff that had gone bad. And so I'm thinking on each end of this one, we're going to add in 2 satin roses on the top here, since we have the capability and the know-how here. But I think I'm going to make this orange, and I'm going to darken this one up with the ink, because why not? Yeah, easier said than done. All right, hold on. Oh, so hopefully I showed you fun little tricks today for sponges with glitter. You know, we're going to try to cover up like I've done with other inks. What am I looking for? There it is. I have gone and, you know, I've taken brushes and stuff before, and I have covered up white laces, colored them up, which is always fun. So now I think we're going to try to do that. We're going to do that to these lace ones, lace ordeals. We're going to try to see if we can, oh, there we go. Color them up. It's in oxide. I don't see why it wouldn't work on stuff. I'm smart. I'm trying to use something else so that I'm not. Well, that came out pretty. Looks kind of orange tipped. Yeah, let go. Thank you. We'll find the proper flat edge. Since it's so dark up here, maybe we can lighten it up a little bit. But I will flatten it down pretty good on the need of it so that it doesn't stick up too much. And it's never fun when it does that. This one's a little hard to get the other one. Now this I'm just trying to do is simply darken the edges so that it's not so, I love that it's this coffee mocha whatever color. You just cannot pull it apart. But I could use a little more dark around the edges. The tips could be a little darker. You know, they're brushed, they're old, they're vintage, I would say I could do a little black too if I really wanted if I wanted a little bit of a burnt feel. It's a little darker. odd. Well, if I ruin it, I ruin it, right? What if we just put a little bit of dark, as if they've been touched just a little. That's where these makeup brushes are so great, because they give you a nice soft ordeal. And that's what I didn't want to do, was pull it apart. Shoot. Yeah, these were definitely my not so good pieces. Alright, well, shoot. That's what I was afraid of. I wonder if... Well, I'm going to have to see if I can put it back together. Glue it, tuck it, tweak it. Make it work. Shoot, I had it all good and I had to play with it. Yeah, these were my mishaps. Anyway, I knew this, but... Well, I might be able to glue it and make it a very messy something. Okay, well, I'll figure that out. But if it works, if it's supposed to work, or I'll grab another one and try to be a little bit more careful with it. I will try to get us a burnt aged rose on our page, because I think it would be a lovely addition to this. So I might have, yeah. Alright. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, that would be the idea if it stayed together. I probably should have glued it really heavily. I love the orange one. We're going to put glitter on the purple one. I'm going to get another, you know, whether we put it on this side or this side. We will get a colored, we'll get another one in there. But I will try to glue it and put it back together, because I hate to waste anything. And we'll go from there. So we have added quotes, we have added lace, we have added the potential of satin roses, right, to enhance our journal cards. We have turned tags into journaling pockets on the back side. So each tag is now on a ring and it can be utilized. Almost. I could do that and then I don't know. Okay. Alright, so that is the potential there. I have a mess. I'm going to let you go. I'm enjoying all this. We're just crafting along, working on our ephemera as we, you know, want to make things and put things together to fill up our box, our hidden compartment box. This is going to have a small 22 writing pages. There's more to it, but 22 pages that are writable. Cute little thinking of you, gratitude, event planning, favorites, holiday favorites, Halloween favorites, what you decorated with, what you spent, what you watched, all the kind of fun little things that are a great way to commemorate and memory keep your holiday, right? Especially if you really like Halloween and the Gothic feel of Halloween, the dark feel of Halloween. This is great for that. There's 22 pages to do all that with. We have our lovely journal cards that are stuck inside these little journal cards that are now inside the pocketed tags that are on a ring. And we've taken our larger journal cards and we're starting to go ahead and enhance them, right? So that each one has a little something that's going to sit really pretty inside of our box, our hidden box. Ta-da! So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. This was my little chat with me ephemera day as we are finishing up the last bits and pieces that I may want to put in here. So I can fill up the box with yummies, and then I'll go ahead and finish the last details because I've got some ideas for the box itself, and hopefully next week you will get to see it all finished in the next video. And you hope you have a wonderful weekend, a great first day of fall on Sunday and Sunday and Monday. Happy Labor Day, all that jazz. And that you have just a wonderful weekend. It's not too hot. It's enjoyable. It's fun. Last days of barbecuing, whatever it feels for you. And that you get into the next stage and feel of the season if you start this weekend. So love you all very much. We'll talk to you all real soon. Bye-bye.